Alright, valve body's back in. I didn't show putting it back together because it's basically the same as taking it apart. I didn't show putting it in because it's the same as taking it apart, so basically you just bolt it back down. One thing I did want to show is how this linkage sets up. This little spring here goes around that shaft and then wraps on this side. Kind of something you know, you look at the parts and it doesn't really show you which way it's got to go, but it's all good. There's the parking pawl right there. Make sure you put the parking pawl on before you put the extension housing on, because I had to take this extension housing back off to slide the pin in there. I forgot about the parking pawl. So yeah, I don't have a filter. I have to get one of those and then put that on. So for right now I'm just gonna throw the pan on to keep the dust out, and I got to get some thread locker for these bolts still. Then I can take those out, put the thread locker on there, torque them down, that'll be all good. But yeah, we're pretty much ready to go. I just got to get that filter in the bolts or thread locker on the bolts, and then I can work on throwing her back in. That will be the hard part. Well, I got my new filter. Comes with a gasket and everything, so just going to go ahead and throw it on, and then put the pan on. That'll be all done. Then I can throw this pig into the car. I also got a bunch of other parts. I got a transmission filter for the LTD, because I'm going to do the fluid on that probably this summer. I got an axle housing gasket because it was $3, and may have to change the fluid. I know the Burnout King I bought it from probably didn't do it, so I'm going to do that. I got an idler arm bushing because that's worn. I've got my starter drive right here, and a bunch of little brake lights. So I think I got enough to keep me busy for a while anyway. So I'll go ahead and throw that filter on and throw the pan back on, and we'll be good to go. Alright, filter's on, pan's on. It's no real big deal to get the pan on. You just throw the gasket on and put the pan on, start the bolts finger tight, and then go ahead and tighten them. The spec is 6 to 10 foot-pounds, so it's not much. You can kind of get a feel for it, or you can use a torque wrench, whatever you want. So that should be good to go. Now I can go ahead and pick it up, carry it over there by the car, and then I'll put the direct drive shaft in and put the torque converter in. The reason I'm not going to do that now is because direct drive shaft has a tendency to come out and just slide out and fall out, so won't be putting that in until it's on the ground. And the torque converter weighs a ton, so I'm going to pick it up and just slide it under the car when I'm ready. So I guess I'll get to doing that.